the night is what do women lie about? We want to get to the bottom of it. What's something that you never told your ex-boyfriend?
That I hate him. That I might be I thought he was gay. I'm very transparent. That he had a small ass and I'm not
Oh, that's mean. That's really, really mean.
just saying that for the camera. You deal with that small just because you love him?
What is something you never
Oh, man. Oh, that's brutal. Again, like, you see what I'm saying, guys? They go sleep with Chad, right? And then Chad has, you know, like, whatever. And then they get with Beta Billy, and they can never appreciate him because he has a small, you know what I'm saying? Like, this kind of stuff, like, it shatters a man's self-esteem, right? So there you go, right? But again, what's the real thing? If the girl had never been with a guy previously, she wouldn't know, right? She wouldn't have a comparison, and she'd be fine. But of course, now that girls are sleeping around with 50 guys, like, there you go.
told your ex-boyfriend?
I was in love with his roommate.
Oh, man.
What? I know, but he was so much nicer to me.
Right. So again, it's like, don't worry, he's just a friend. He's just your roommate. I'm not interested in him. Meanwhile, she's sleeping with the roommate and like, she has a boyfriend, right? You see what I'm saying, guys? 2022.
Honestly, if you see this, I'm so sorry.
It's not good for my blood pressure.
What if he watches him? I did somebody before I went and hung out with you.
What? What does it say it again?
Wait. So, she had a boyfriend, but she went and slept with Chad before meeting up with a boyfriend? Savage. Again, guys, like, these girls, he's not just a friend. Like, the relationship rule is no male friends. There's a reason for that. Because these girls, so many of them are not loyal. You can't trust.
2 hours before I f***ed somebody else, and then I went and had sex with you.
Lovely.
I don't know where to start.
We're at
Again, the number of red flags on the girl that said that, I mean, you can see it, right? Like, do I need to point them out? Just look at her.
going tonight.
You just say you don't have a boyfriend, though.
If I did.
What is something that y'all lie to your ex-boyfriend about?
Climaxing.
Yeah,
Up with
right.
my first.
You were just shaking your ass, though. Next question.
For a guy?
Who were you shaking it for?
For my friend. He was doing a video.
Personally, I wouldn't have it.
You cheated on me 3 times and had 3 kids, and I cheated on you 2 times. But it didn't matter because you gave me $10,000, so.
Disaster. Just total disaster. I don't even know what to say, guys, to that. Like, there's so much wrong with like those statements there. I don't even, like, what am I supposed to say, guys? What am I, like, okay, let's move on.
Maybe I was like sleeping or something, and I just told him I was like, or no. Actually, I don't even know.
Bullshit.
That his teeth are f***ed up.
Why were you
Okay.
with him?
I broke up with him.
Well, you knew he had the teeth while you were there.
Exactly. I didn't tell him, and he didn't fix them. I have a gluten intolerance.
So,
What the fuck? What's something you never ever told an ex-boyfriend?
One time, I thought I was doing Molly, my friend right over there. She gave me methamphetamines, like it was actually meth. So the first time I did Molly, it was actually meth. And I've never told one of my boyfriends that.
right. So what's the deal? It means that she does illicit substances. She's that kind of girl, right? And if she had told her boyfriends, the boyfriend, like, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be with a girl that does illicit substances. So there you go, right? Enough said. And again, some of these things are like so sketchy. Like, it's not surprising that girls lie about them, because if they told you, you wouldn't want to be with her, right? Like, guys don't take women seriously that do illicit substances, or that, you know, sleep with a guy 3 hours before they sleep with him, or, you know, who have like male friends, or etc., right? Like once you hear some of these stories about the things that they're hiding from their boyfriends, like, you're like, wow, like, I'm so vanilla, you know, I'm so wholesome compared to the garbage that we're seeing in 2022. Like, it's absurd.
Who does that?
That I never loved that nigga.
Right, so she was just lying, right? And some girls do that. They don't actually believe, they don't actually love you. They just say the words "I love you" in order to manipulate you into doing what they want. They use love and good behavior and bedroom fun in order to get compliance, and once they have it, then they go to the next guy. Hello and welcome to theheliosblog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you would like to support me further, I do have a Patreon with exclusive content. It's patreon.com/theheliosblog. Just go there and subscribe to any tier. Any level of support is appreciated. Let's continue.
Relax.
We're roommates. It sounds like we bullshitted on our boyfriends and never said it.
Y'all both what? What'd you say?
I don't know.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Something that I never told my ex-boyfriend. I hooked up with a...
She means cheated on an ex-boyfriend and never said it. Okay, yeah, hooked up with a girl. Oh, right, that's another thing. They don't add hooking up with girls to their end count, right? So, like, the girl will say, oh, I slept with a girl, so it doesn't count. No, it still counts. Cheating is cheating.
girl.
While you were dating him?
No.
Why do you think you might be bi?
Because I think women are hot.
Have you seen any women out here tonight that you think are hot?
Yeah. Have you?
Eh. They're alright. I don't like Scottsdale women.
That's a broad statement, sir.
It is what it is.
So you made him feel like he was doing a really good job when he wasn't hitting it right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure you lied about having too, huh?
Oh, 1,000%. Bro, you...
Oh my god. Right, so the girl like lies about having getting off, right, because you can't even reach that spot that she needs you to reach in order to have that stuff. Meanwhile, she's trying to get with Chad the whole time, or she's using you for like resources and off with Chad. Like you can't make this shit up, guys.
think that could give me a... Absolutely not. Want me to say his name? I will. It's...
That's enough.
Why do you think he was gay?
He had a friend. Sometimes he and I would like be sleeping in the bed, and then his friend would come in and be like, and then would be like, oh no, Chelsea's here, and I'm like, what the? What do you mean Chelsea's here? I'm your fucking girlfriend.
Why are you gay?
So are you bi or what?
Oh, so he would sleep with his roommate? Is that okay? Interesting.
What?
No.
So you ate her or what? What was the details?
No, she ate mine, but she did not like it.
Okay. Next question. Have y'all ever lied about your body count?
Yeah.
Right. So as I said in previous videos, girls usually lie about their end count. It's usually about 3 times what they tell you. So if they tell you 5, it's actually 15. If they tell you 10, it's actually 30, etc. Because they omit a lot of end counts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lying like a mother. I know that. Ooh, that.
Oh yeah, I've lied about it.
Yes. Body count? Never. I'm like 50 dudes. I don't give a shit.
Oh my god. Again, guys. So remember what I said about the lying, about the end count.
We need to build a wall.
Have you ever lied about your body count?
No.
Yes. No. Never.
Be honest. Have y'all ever lied about your body count?
Yes.
Yes.
Captain, I don't think this is funny.
No.
That girl was reaching for the microphone to say that she lied. You see, guys? Like, again, how many girls are interviewed, right? So, by the way, just so you know, a random sample takes about 50, right? And he only interviews about 25 girls. And of course, they are in one area. But again, still, you can generalize girls in that city to most major cities in the world, because Western girls are Western girls, right? They're not all the same, but you get what I'm saying, right? It's a general trend. So general trend is that these girls lie about their end count. Obviously, not all of them do, but so many lie that you have to take the end count that they tell you with a grain of salt.
Probably.
What do you mean probably? Yeah, so you did.
I'm hearing about a nightmare.
Have you ever lied about your body count?
Oh, fuck yeah. No.
What about you?
No comment.
Oh my God,
And then
yes,
she
you
walks
lied.
away.
They're already.
Oh, they all walk away.
I leave the country.
Have you ever lied about your body count?
I have for some reason, but my body count?
Yeah.
Probably.
What do you mean probably? It's either yes, you have.
Yes. Every time.
Every time?
Every time.
Yeah, all the time. Don't believe me, bitch.
Okay.
Yes. With one person, I've only had sex with 30 people.
Okay, alright, yes. This is a disaster. Again, if they say 1, it's actually 3. If they say 30, it's actually 90, etc. Like, you're multiplying by 3. Again, it's a heuristic. Obviously, it's not true for all girls. Duh. But this is a good rule of thumb. because they don't count the guy in the bathroom, they don't count, you know, the guy they just kissed, they don't count the guy that they just saw for like 30 minutes, they don't count a girl they hooked up with, they don't count etc, etc, etc. They don't count the guy when they were like 14 years old. They just, you see what I'm saying?
You better call the FBI.
Yeah, it's a joke.
That's a joke. How's it funny? What do you mean? Have y'all ever lied about your body count?
100% I lied about it.
Don't ask, don't tell. I have not. I have nothing to hide. No. No,
Okay.
absolutely not. 100% no.
Sure.
In the fifth. No. Yeah.
Plead the fifth.
I've done it. Yeah.
It just hit me.
No guy wants to hear my nothing.
Okay. All right. It's true, though. Guys don't want to hear the truth. All right. On to an article by Rhoda Tomasi. This is Dread Games. So again, guys, if you've never read The Rational Male or Rhoda Tomasi's stuff, it's required reading for any guy. Just look him up. You can just type in Google, The Rational Male. So Dread Games. I'm not exactly sure why, but somehow last week became the unofficial Dread Week. I've had so many other irons in the fire, both work-wise and blog-wise this month, that I find it particularly annoying that my attention should be distracted by this topic again. But I'll admit that the comments about the evils of men manipulatively employing a sense of dread in their long-term relationships have given me pause to analyze the dynamic in more detail. Okay, I'll buy it. What's all this dread about anyway? The original half about dread came in the wake of Royce's seminal post about instilling a sense of dread in a woman in order to help maintain a consistent frame control in relationship. Naturally, women's unconditioned response to this overt assertion of control was to demonize the whole idea of dread. When you think about it, dread, as proposed, is really a sense of conceptualizing the potential outcome of losing the intimacy of a partner and the resulting fallout, emotional, financial, familial, from that loss. Such an overt declaration for promoting a sense of dread conjures melodramatic images of fiendish men blackmailing their women into emotional enslavement to their insecure whims. I think what's lost amongst all this sensationalism about dread, a very weak term for the concept, is the applicability dread has in a much broader scope than the overly dramatic characterization of it when men openly discuss it among themselves. Faces of dread. I have a good friend Jim who's this side of 37. I love the guy, but Jim's not much to look at. At around 30, he essentially gave up on himself. He got married far too young on the business end of the do-right thing, accidental pregnancy, and from a personal standpoint, that was the end of his window of opportunity to explore any other options he may have had. His wife let herself go just after the second pregnancy, turned into a beach ball, and he followed suit. In actuality, it wouldn't take much for him to get back on top of his game, but he has no desire to. Now, after detailing Jim's situation, you might think he'd be the last candidate to participate in anything resembling a manipulation of dread in a relationship, and you'd be right. But he and guys like him are often the unwitting participants in their wives' own dread games. Although Jim isn't going to spontaneously attract women with either his looks or due to his family's complete obliviousness to game, he is an exceptional provider for his family. He regularly busts his ass as a programmer for a legal agency and is the sole breadwinner of the family, single-handedly funding his wife's nursing school. In addition, he's a very attentive father, husband, and is somewhat of a handyman around the house. In spite of all this, his wife tends to be a bit of a shrew, browbeating him on a regular schedule, which has been passed on to the personalities of his teenage daughters, who engage in the same heavy-handedness their mother does. Yet for all the passive-aggressive derision, Jim's wife is easily one of the most possessive women I've ever known. He literally lives in a constant state of surveillance as to his whereabouts. She calls to verify he is where he says he is and continuously suspects him of running off to a strip club, which to my knowledge he has never set foot inside of or engaging in any way with another woman. It's gotten to the point that it's comical to think that she'd have any worry that he'd be snatched away by a better woman, but there it is, the dreaded competition anxiety prompted unease, albeit from a girl who's, not as competitive. I can't compete with that. Some of the most neurotically possessive women I've ever known have been the girlfriends and wives of amateur circuit bodybuilders, my brother's former girlfriends actually being among them. Most of these girls, even the fitness competitors, had to either be very self-assured or they resorted to controlling tactics and possessiveness due to the constant reminder of how desired the men were by the women. Even when that was explicitly not the case, the perception of their desirability was enough to bring this out in them. They had the love and desire of very elite men, but this still wasn't enough to pacify the innate sense of dread. Dal Rock has blogged ad infinitum about the feminized notion of how a man's using spicy content is conflated with adultery. To say nothing about the constant push to pathologize the male condition, this is an easy out for a woman following the Eat, Pray, Love script writing to exit a marriage with cash and prizes. However, the fundamental point in that conflation is a woman's often overstated inability to compete with the ideal of physical perfection and bedroom fun acrobatics that no normal woman could ever be comfortable with. Considering the sheer variety of men's appetites, this is ludicrous on the surface of it, but it's illustrative of the predominance dread plays in women's psyches. It doesn't matter what the particulars of his appetites are, she feels inadequate in that competition and fears a loss of intimacy. So there you go. So again, you can read more about this in Rollo Tomasi's stuff. Just look up The Rational Male. Okay, let's continue.
In these streets and shit.
I mean,
Any female, if they say no, then they don't get any ass.
What?
Don't count.
what? Oh, no.
It don't count.
Why don't they count?
They were irrelevant. Irrelevant. It
Right. Some people don't count because they were irrelevant, even though they do count, and it's much worse that she's not counting stuff. You see what I'm saying, guys? Like,
didn't happen.
What kind of shit is that?
50?
Yeah, who cares?
In what time span?
And like past couple years.
2 years? Oh my god.
American dream is dead.
You never had to lie?
No, it's 4.
Every girl says 4, I swear.
Actually, they used to say 3, which means it's gone up by what, 50%? Anyway.
Fucking time.
Like, how many numbers did y'all take off?
Like 5. Like 4. 5. Like 2. A couple.
How many numbers did you take off the actual number of your body count?
Like 2 or 3. 2.
My boyfriend knows the real number, though.
3.
You said no, the lie detector test determined that was a lie. Yeah, okay, so 2 or 3. No, more like times 3. Like 2/3 they took off.
Yes, you do.
Probably depends.
I take about half off.
Half.
I'm sure that you're gonna freak me out.
I divided by 2.
Literally. You see? You see, guys? I'm telling you. The game is, and it's actually by 3. It's not divided by 2.
5.
Probably 5. I don't lie. I just don't tell people.
Literally.
No.
That's called lying by omission.
Honey, no.
Did she say 100?
Wait.
Well, how many numbers did you take off?
How many did I take off or add?
What do you mean? You added numbers? Why would you add?
No.
And then the girl takes her friend away, and the guy's like, just stupefied. Yeah, why would you add number? What? Like, do girls not realize that? Do they not realize that adding makes it what? Okay. All right.
Now that's a plot twist.
I mean, what the hell is this?
Nobody's business. Come on. Just say this. If you ask.
It is the man's business that you're with, because the man needs to know that the children are his, and the way that he knows that he has paternal certainty is if you have a low N count. The lower your N count before marriage, the more likely that it is that the children are going to be the guy's children and not somebody else. That's our biological evolved instinct at play. All right, let's do a fake Tinder profile. Speaking of the evolved instincts here. Okay, so this is, again, a fake Tinder profile. You can just Google these, but there's a lot to be learned even from the fake ones. This is Chrissa, who's 20. She might be too, on stuff to hang, but she's never too much on stuff for bedroom fun. So again, guys, like, and she has a horse in the picture. I mean, horse girls are always red flags. But, like, again, have you noticed that all of the Tinder profiles of the girls that are 18 to 23, they're all talking about bedroom fun, and then as they get older, they're advertising for more wholesome stuff? Have you noticed that? There's a reason for that. It's because it's literally women's dualistic mating strategy. When they're 18 to 23, when they're at their absolute peak of their bedroom fun agency, they're trying to get Chad, right? They're trying to get Chad's seed. And then as they get older and they need security, then they're going for beta Billy. And you don't want to be beta Billy. We're not out here giving boyfriend behaviors to girls that haven't earned it. We're not out here giving boyfriend behaviors to girls that have slept with 25 Chads. We're just not out here doing that. And it's no surprise that girls do this behavior. They go to the club, they do all this illicit crap, and then they're surprised. Where have all the good men gone? Why won't anyone marry me? Why won't anyone commit to me? Well, the good men are in your 20s where you left them.
For the body count, you have a mindset of a high schooler. loser.
Exactly. That's right. You are an immature loser if you want to know the truth about my past. So guys, here's how it goes. Men want to know about women's past the same way women want to know about men's future. Past behavior is the best indicator of future behavior. That's how it goes.
You understand the setup right here? You understand the narrative right here?
Every fucking girl does that, though. It intimidates a guy.
My ex told me
It
she had
does.
4 bodies.
She's lying to you. Bro, whenever a girl, like, goes out, she's f***ing somebody.
You're f***ing somebody tonight?
Literally.
No, he's not out tonight.
Right, but I mean, if Chad A isn't out, I mean, maybe it's Chad B, right? But no, she's right. And intimidate is a correct word. The N count does intimidate a guy. Intimidate is correct. And when I say intimidate, I mean this. It scares them away. It really does. So intimidate is a perfect word. It scares them away from wanting a long-term relationship. Men have the disgust response to hearing a certain N count, and there's a reason for that. The reason is that if your N count is so high, we know our paternity is not certain. And we have to invest so much in our children, and also its opportunity cost. All of that time that we are investing in that kid, we could have spent getting other options, right? So if we have to compromise our own bedroom fund strategy, well then, it has to be with somebody who's worth it. That's why we have a disgust response to high N count.
Why would you lie about it? Why would y'all lie? Why
You
did
don't even
lie?
know.
Why don't they answer?
Why? I mean.
The reason that they lie is the following. Are you ready? The reason they lie is because they know that it makes them more attractive to men. If the men knew the truth, then they would be less attracted to them. It's also why women wear makeup, why they don't speak directly, etc. So, just look up Schopenhauer about women and dissimulation.
I'm like so. I mean. Why did I lie?
Yeah.
To seem cool or prude. I just lied about it.
To seem cool or prude. Oh, right. So to seem cool, if you seem cool if you have a higher N count, like men certainly are more attractive if they have higher N count. But girls are lying to seem more prude, like to seem like she's not sleeping around, even though she is sleeping with Chad. Like, guys, you got to watch out for this because it's happening in front of your face. These girls will lie about their N count.
Because this guy that I dated, he's Muslim.
And you see, guys, that girls are Machiavellian, right? Naturally. Not all of them, but many of them are naturally Machiavellian. They will lie on purpose, right? They will lie on purpose in order to get a certain result, right? The guy's Muslim and I wanted him, so therefore I had to say what he wanted to hear so that he would want to be with me. It's literally Machiavellian pragmatism.
Men are judgmental as fuck.
Indeed.
I don't want to be judged by the misogynist society.
Oh
that we
my
live in.
god. Yeah, blame it on society. Has nothing to do with our natural biological involved impulses and instincts, which, by the way, being at the club, you're following your own, right? But it's not okay if men do it, but it's okay if you do it, yeah?
I thought my jokes were bad.
Why did you lie about your body count?
Because it might intimidate men. I was
Accurate.
trying to impress a boy.
Accurate.
Don't you think it would have impressed him if you were honest?
No. I got judged.
You weren't thinking about that before you slept with the guys?
I didn't like them. Why do I need to tell the truth?
That's the right thing to
What do you mean, why do I need to tell the truth? You need to tell the truth because a guy wants to know what you're really like and not the fake you. Because a guy is going to commit to, protection and provisioning of a girl who's lying about who she really is? What? You see, it's ridiculous.
do. What do you mean? Oh, Jesus. If that's the case, then men should just lie about cheating, right?
No.
Well, why tell the truth?
Right, so we don't have to tell the truth, but men do. Yeah, it is ridiculous.
You said this question.
Gotcha, bitch.
Men are whores just like us.
So that gives you the right to not tell.
No. A man who's able to sleep with multiple girls is a stud. A girl that's able to sleep with multiple guys is not a stud. There's a different word for that. And there's a reason for that. It's called the lock and key analogy. A lock that opens to any key is a terrible lock. A key that's able to open many locks is a master key. Women are the locks. It's easy for women to get bedroom fun. It's not easy for men. So it doesn't work the same way. Sorry, men and women are different.
The truth like body count?
Yeah, for real.
I can't physically throw up in my mouth.
Don't y'all think men and women are judged by like different things that they do though?
Oh, for sure, but men judge us way more than women do.
That's not true. Women judge more.
Your body count, baby.
These hoes ain't having my baby. That's besides the point.
He don't get bitches, for real.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
He don't get bitches.
Hold up.
Men judge us way more than
Literally. Right, because if you tell a girl the truth, right, then she's immediately going to come out and say, you're the M word, you dislike women, you're against women, you're a loser, you're an I-cell, you're an A word, etc. You're a manipulator. Okay, all right. Let's go on to the Reddit article, and then we're done. So this is relationship advice. So when was this posted? 7 hours ago. So the guy is 27 and the wife is 24, cheated because she said I didn't give her the attention she needed. So again, these girls are going to give you any excuse to why they cheated, any excuse other than taking personal accountability and responsibility. Just keep that in mind, guys. My wife and I have been together almost 5 years. She was truly the only female I've ever trusted to not cheat, but she has. Surprise, surprise. For the past 2 months, she's been having an online affair with some past friend on Snapchat. Again, if a girl has Snapchat, if she has, Instagram that she's using to broadcast herself, she has TikTok, she's searching for validation of other men, like, you already know. I have a hard time believing anything of what she says right now, and she wants to make us work. We have 2 kids together. Holy God. So think of the girl didn't think of the children, right? She's just like, you know what? Screw you, I'm getting mine. Screw the children, like whatever. If they get destroyed, I don't care, right? It's just like, it's ridiculous. We live in the same house and combine our incomes. It's been a week and it finally settled in a few days ago what she did, and I'm back and forth on staying or not. Any advice would be helpful, please. I'm stuck. So here's the problem. The problem is if the girl cheats once, she's going to cheat again. That's the problem. And you have children together. So what's going to happen? The relationship's going to break apart. You have to pay her cash and prizes, and she's going to go sleep with more Chad. She's going to ruin the lives of the children, and she'll ruin your life too. It's like, do you see what I'm saying, guys? It's just nuts. Okay, let's see the top comment here with 75 upvotes. That's a BS excuse that turns their indiscretions on you. Don't fall for it. True. 353 upvotes. Anyone who gives excuses for why they cheated instead of taking responsibility for actions probably isn't terribly trustworthy. Exactly. 32 upvotes. This is the girl who replied to it. She claims you weren't giving her the attention she needs, and instead of talking to you, she cheats. That's such a BS lie. If she really felt that way, then she should have talked to you, and if nothing changed, then divorce. There's no such thing as a valid reason to cheat. She had a chance to work on your marriage 2 months ago, but she chose to cheat instead. Indeed. Alright guys, we're going to end the video there. Again guys, some ridiculous stuff going on here. Again guys, if you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you'd like to support me, I do have a Patreon with exclusive content. It's patreon.com/theheliosblog. Just go there and subscribe to any tier. Any level of support is appreciated. Again guys, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch my content. I really do appreciate it, especially if you watch to the end of the video. You guys are wonderful, and I will see you next time.